Those escalating trade tensions between the United States and China could have a rather unintended consequence, some damage to high-tech innovation, especially for startup companies. U.S. tariffs on Chinese products and components are forcing many startups, big to small, to rework their supply chains. And we are joined now by Aaron Emigh. He is co-founder and CEO of Brilliant, a maker of smart devices that replace the light switch in your home. Joining us from out west. I don't know if you're getting up or staying up, Aaron, but we appreciate you joining us here on Worldwide Exchange. We've been talking about tariffs with regards to steel and soybean. How is your high-tech company being impacted?
Yeah, it's something that's often overlooked in all of the discussion about big business is the fact that tomorrow's economic growth is driven largely by companies that are small today and are not as well equipped to either lobby on behalf of themselves or simply to weather the storm in tariffs. So Brilliant is a United States-based company. All of our employees are based in the United States. All of our intellectual property is created in the United States. Yet our products are subject to a tariff because, like most consumer electronics company, we manufacture them in China.
Yeah, and so give us the real world impact. There's been a lot of theory. Well, if this happened, if X plus Y, then Z, whatever. What exactly are you seeing? What now are you dealing with that you were not dealing with a couple of months ago?
Exactly. So to give a little bit of context, we make a new kind of smart home controller that goes right into the walls and it gives you touch and voice control over all of the devices in your home. So it's a new kind of product. As I mentioned, it's all created in the United States. We just got word a few weeks ago with the $200 billion round of tariffs that the category that this device is categorized under by the Customs and Border Patrol is subject to 10% tariffs. And then just a week ago, that increased to 25% tariffs. So what happened to us is when we hit the 10% number, we looked at our costs. We went to our channel and we said, we're just launching this in September. We know we've communicated a price. The price has to be raised now. So we had to go and raise the price into our channel. And then when that was suddenly increased to 25%, we felt that we couldn't raise it anymore and had to cut our margins. So it has a profound impact on a young company that doesn't have the financial resources to weather this kind of situation for a long period of time.
And the tariff story is ostensibly confusing even to those who deal with it every day because the list of these tariffs come out. There are thousands of numbers, different devices, whatever it is, and you got to filter through. How much time and maybe money, Aaron, has it taken you guys to kind of figure out, okay, well, there's this part and there's this thing. How do you know what's going to hit you?
It's a really good question because, in our case, we just heard, hey, this is going to hit you in 8 weeks, and it's right at the time that we're launching the product. So we had 8 weeks to react to it, and then just 2 weeks later, we found out it's actually 25%. So you get only a matter of weeks. That's not nearly enough time to change your supply chain. And as a startup company, that's not really feasible anyway, because that's going to take millions of dollars. It's going to take months of time, and you don't have that kind of money or that kind of time as a young startup company. So you just have to either take it in the margin or raise prices. It's inflationary to consumers, and it costs U.S. jobs because it's affecting not only companies like us that are using Chinese manufacturing, but also companies that are manufacturing here in the United States with components and materials that are subject to tariffs. So a lot of these companies are actually being forced to offshore their manufacturing, which is costing U.S. jobs in the process. So we've actually started an organization of 14 venture-backed hardware startups called Startups for Sensible Trade, which are being affected by these tariffs to try to give more of a voice to the unique situation that startups are in and the threat that it poses to the U.S. economy over the long haul.